a recently crowned Star League champion, also a champion of the GSL, one of the very few players that actually can say that they are champions of 2 different Star Leagues, will now face DRG, a man who's had recent successes, but compared to Classic, it pales in comparison. You can't really even compare
essentially nothing in comparison to what Classic has been doing, especially in this matchup. His PvZ is absolutely disgusting. He plays such a passive game, gets to the late game where the Zerg has no answers to the army he produces. It really is an impressive way to play it, and I think it's so smart in the current meta of things, the current nerf to Swarm Hose especially.
Yeah.
So DRG is going to be looking to try and do work before then. He's going to try and find a way in and maybe try and cancel the third or kill the third, because it is a little bit more exposed on this map.
Analyst Daehyun votes for DRG. That surprises me.
That's pretty surprising considering what Classic has just won. We'll see there. We'll see. Maybe he knows something we don't. It has been a pretty wonky day. People are winning games they shouldn't win. It's
losing games they shouldn't lose.
Losing games they shouldn't lose. I don't know. It's getting weird.
Well, you know, just looking at DRG's stats, the guy was once the anchor of MVP in the GSTL. He's 3-1 in Pro League. He's pretty good. I mean, the guy is recently quite good. I mean, he's even got the slightly upwards arrow here. Which I never thought we'd ever see from this guy again, but he's back on a good Korean team. His hand is shaking like crazy right now. He's clearly feeling the nerves of this situation. He has to win.
He has to win.
And then Joxi has to beat Dream.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's do it one game at a time, Wolf. Let's start with this one. He's got to defeat the Season 2 Star League champion. And then we'll get to Joxi. But, I don't know. He didn't have much luck in the IM Shenzhen qualifier either, DRG. Getting knocked out early to Bravo. So his recent results not that impressive, not especially compared to this guy's.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's best of 1 results in PvZ. They're pretty weak in Pro League. He's only played 3 games, but the games that come to mind of me in Classic in this match was when he played against Biel recently in Star League.
Yep, Star League had a lot of very scary games with him against or even in the round of 16, then in the semi-final, the round of 8.
Yeah, and the guy is a master of Phoenixes. Phoenix harass is really good. He's really good at microing them. And he even wears his pin on his Star League championship. I find that to be kind of cute.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I like that. We need more pins so the players can wear their victories.
Yeah, I like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, DRG is one of SBENU's last 2 chances here. He needs a win, or SKT is going to go undefeated 3-0 today. Let's go into Vaani Research Station for what should be the last map of round 3. Down here in the bottom center, it's DRG.
Up here in the top for SKT, looking to close it out, it is Classic.
Classic. Especially, man.
He's Classic.
He's become, again, proving that, you know, he's a champion of 2 leagues.
Proving that he can beat his teammates in best of 7s.
Beat his teammates in best of 7s. And yeah, that's what he did do, in fact, to win both of those finals.
Yep. Quite unfortunate. I think that's the last thing players want to do is beat their teammates for a championship. It takes away some of the victory there, some of the glory.
Oh, I completely agree. It's definitely really emotional finals. But it always ends up having kind of weird games as well. Sometimes really one-sided finals.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Look at this. We are going to see DongRaeGu go for that very early drone. Looking to perhaps get that proxy hatch up in the pocket natural. Slow things down for Classic a little bit. I think it's probably a good idea.
You think it'll be allowed?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, man.
One more.
3 lives left. Now down to 1.
And I think he will try it, but
Faking it a little bit here
Maybe
first.
faking it, yeah.
And actually going to take the gold base instead. But we'll block this for a significant period of time. Oh, actually decides to not. He already forced the gate first, so yeah, he got that going for him. Oh, this is basically the only way we've seen Zergs play on this map is taking the gold base. Almost very rarely see Zergs just play straight up on this map anymore.
And the reason that guy has that cheerful, by the way, is if we do see SKT 3-0 SBENU, CJ make it in. That's the only way CJ makes it in at this point.
Yep.
That is the remaining thing. All this stuff had to happen for them to make it. They had to beat Prime 3-0. KT had to beat MVP. Jin had to beat Samsung. And now it comes down to SKT 3-0ing SBENU.
Oh, wow, yeah.
One more win, and they're through in the most ridiculous fashion.
It's actually really good that you bring that up. I mean, that you mentioned that. Like,
well, I remember actually from yesterday when I was reading this a lot that, yeah, there was like crazy conditions for CJ to make it in. And they started it yesterday with getting that 3-0, but today, SKT could do it for them. They'd be so grateful. But, you know, at the same time, SKT is allowing one of the scarier teams to make it in as well to the playoffs. So it's kind of a double-edged sword what they're doing, but SKT aren't going to back down from a challenge. They've dominated everyone this round anyway.
And also, I feel, to be frank, CJ's recent results make them look less scary than SBENU to me. In this round, right, specifically.
Yeah,
Hero is slumping hard, lost a lot of important games.
The format changes, though, to a point where it's like the two big hitters, Biel and Hero, can actually just kill a team as well.
And that's what we saw last round at the very end with Jin versus CJ.
Yeah, it's a scary thing, and it might just happen again. We'll see if Classic can do it for them.
It would be insane, actually, just considering the things that you just told me. I knew it was very unlikely, so much so that I even just took it out of my head. But if they get in like this, and are able to win it, that would be insane.
It would be absolutely insane.
So let's talk about this game a little bit. We did have a Zealot scout sent down to scout this gold base. He knows what's up now, but we don't have any response just yet because there's enough lings out for DRG to actually deny this pressure to force these Zealots to stay at home to defend. Which also allows now DRG to send this Overlord in and get a really good scout of the main base. He sees no tech, and there is no tech. I mean, he's like, oh, okay, I'm safe on this base for now. You don't have a super fast Oracle or anything like that, which is reasonable considering he already sent that drone scout as well. So DRG has all the information.
Yep, and there's that Stargate, so a little bit later, and perhaps he wanted to get through that Overlord. I doubt we'd see an Oracle for this one.
No.
Maybe we will.
Well, it worked well against Biel.
It worked well against Biel.
But that was because he didn't make a Spore.
No spores yet either from DRG. And he did actually go for that second Oracle as well, which is when it did the real damage there. And it makes sense because that gold base is so far out there. You're not going to really see extra queens there. You can't really commit to a lot of damage. Currently, there's no extra queens planned at all for this gold base.
All right, Forge coming down.
I think it might be an Oracle.
I think it would be.
Yeah.
Although he loves his Phoenixes, he's going to go at least with one Oracle to start.
Yeah.
And the way it's rallied, he might actually pool it.
I think he might. I kind of got the feel he would be going for it too because he threw down that Forge, so he's looking for a third base. And Oracle is the best for defending a third base as well.
Yeah, good point. Oh, at this point, DRG is down on Harvester slightly for just a second before these pop. He has a better economy, of course, with the gold base, and when he gets the rest of these drones up and saturates two normal bases on top of that, his economy is going to be in a great place. These Oracles and or potentially Phoenixes that follow them will need to do some damage. Okay, he is going to go 2 Oracle. He's going to show the first Oracle, and obviously there's already Spore Coils up at each base. I believe he made one at each mineral line, so all 3.
They all have it. Still, there's only 1 queen at the gold base, so a second Oracle could come in and they could actually really commit to some damage here. Ooh.
Bit of a late reaction here by Classic, but he still will get 1. Forces a Spore cancel.
Not finding as much as he wanted, that's for sure. Maybe the second one, we'll see a bit more of a committal.
A Void Ray to follow things up.
Okay.
So 2 Oracles into a Void Ray. Do you think this means we might see a push off of an empty third?
I think it's just hardcore defending. I think he's just really afraid of a roachling timing on the third base. I think he's just going to try and sit back, and we're going to see what he usually does. And look at that, 2 more Stargates. So he is just going to be sitting back and making this unstoppable army.
Turtle toss.
Total toss indeed.
He's even going to show it. You know, he's going to send it to clear the Overlord. Oh, this Queen's stepping too far away.
Ooh, he's got to be careful here.
The second Queen comes to help out.
This is actually kind of messy micro.
Yeah.
Transfused as well.
He had plenty of energy, I mean, rather shields, but still that was scary.
Yeah. A little off there, but this is all a distraction. This is all so Classic can get to this scary army. He's got the third base up without any hindrance whatsoever. Now he's just making Void Rays.
And the Oracles can still be used to deny a fourth. Looks like they were not there in time to deny this one, but you know, had he had that Oracle in position, if he had one Oracle each one of those possible fourth base, he might have been able to delay that. This is exactly what DRG wants, though, and needs is a fourth base, because Classic is building an army that takes a long time to build. It's very expensive, and if he gets the fourth base up, Classic can't do much about it yet. Ling's trying to find something.
Yeah, the last thing Classic can afford is to let the Lings up there. It looks like DRG is naturally going to get the counter for this anyway, going into Infestors and Pathogen Glands on the way.
He knows what's up. He's only seen one Void Ray, but he's going to send us Overseer in here to verify if there are in fact multiple.
He didn't get to see too much so far. Oh, yeah, it's going to see everything. So he sees all three Stargates. He knows what's up.
As soon as he saw that, he actually straightened up in his chair for a second, man.
He's like, oh.
He's like, I know what to do. This is perfect. He's like, I've got what I need against this. I'm building the right composition.
Yep. 4 Infestors on the way now, and extra Queens.
Extra Spores even, I noticed there in the main. Just being insanely careful and safe against this air army. This is not going to find much. Tight Sib City there. And with those two Oracles there, actually, it's going to be difficult to send drones to that fourth base, or even to make spores, because they're just camping it so hard there.
Yeah, look at this. More Lings coming across the map. Looking to do a little bit of contain, try and catch anything that moves out. And look at that. It's like a big gateway wall now.
Yeah. He's seeing that this base is not being used, and he gets the feeling, I think, oh, hold that thought, big attack here. He gets the feeling that there's a fifth base, like that he's double expanded to the left, so he's going to send a squad of units try to, he's doing a little bit of damage there, but this is the more important thing I was saying about here. He thinks there's a fifth base there, and he's going to try to cancel it, but there's not.
Man, a big throwaway of Lings, actually. He forced out the force fields, but I don't know if that was really worth it at all.
I don't think so. Ooh, it looks like he's actually going to force the issue even further and try to kill this base.
Not a bad idea, though. He's got to be careful if there's Infestors. Where's the mothership? Just behind them.
But if the Infestors run into this, you know, without support of Queens, he might end up losing his Infestors too, but he's totally out of position.
Oh, this could be huge. He's going to go for that third. Yep.
Okay, Queens are coming back towards the right direction at least. Spore Crawler gets targeted, then he's going to go right for the hatchery here. There is a Queen underneath that. Queens move back into position.
So many Queens. He's going to have to start transfusing there.
Oh my God. Wait till the last second.
Wow.
And it goes down.
Going to start working on the Queens now. I guess, why not?
Yep. Meanwhile, over here, the other hatch is going to go down. The third base is exposed here. He's not transfusing. He's not paying attention. And down it goes.
Wow.
And the Void Rays escape.
They do indeed. Double, well, 2 bases down for nothing, essentially.
Yeah, this should not be allowed to happen. When you have Infestors out, you should be able to funnel the Void Rays. The Void Rays are essentially, at this point in time, they can do something like this. They can do this once and hit one base, and if it works out, good. If it doesn't, you have to recall. It's fine. But you're building this composition. You're not actually using the Void Rays as harass units. That's just an added bonus if you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And he gets away with it, and the Void Rays live.
He should have had Overlords on the map if he knew he was up against Void Rays like this. He should have had a bunch of them to spot for this very common sort of aggression.
Ooh, DTs get undetected as well. Looks like he's out of energy.
No.
He can't bungle them. Well, he actually has enough, but he's not paying attention. And one Infestor that has the most energy is going to get targeted down here.
Everything is getting targeted down right now. The gold is going to be killed again, and he's almost supply blocked from this as well.
You better turn those Corruptors around because he does not want to send that small Corruptor count into the Void Rays either.
Fourth on the left, getting taken down as well. You know, everything is falling apart.
Yeah, in a matter of seconds, Void Rays ends the game.
And warp into the pocket natural here. That's going to go down. Corruptors are out, but guess what? Voids are pretty good against Corruptors. They'll trade out pretty effectively.
In fact, yeah, he's just going to start the engagement here. Prismatic alignment on cooldown, and I guess he's distracting so he can do this.
I guess he'll just do this.
I guess it's okay. With the transfuses, it's definitely a bad idea.
I guess it's fine, you know.
Look at all these Overlords are now exposed. He's going to go for the Evo Chamber instead. DRG losing his mind here, as you can see on the camera shot.
Yeah, there is There is no coming back from here. While it's still happening as well, Classic took his gold.
Oh, gets a recall.
Look at that. He is just in the perfect position here. This is a complete beatdown. He is the Star League champion for a reason. He can make fools of these players, man.
Yeah, he certainly is. Getting plating for the Voids now. Make them tougher, make them tankier versus the Queens especially. Also infest the Terrans if it should come to that. But this is just a Void Ray fleet. He literally has 12 Void Rays and like a few odd gateway units, like 3 sentries and a stalker.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. I think the next fight might be the last when you have this many Void Rays. Sitting at, what is it, 12 Void Rays now with that mothership. Another recall ready.
Yeah, I think he just got, now he's up to 15 with the next 3 just popped out.
Yep.
They all have +1.
Another War Prism coming down too, so he's going to go for the same attack, I think. This time he will not be stopped though.
No. Okay. Right now, CJ fans hoping that this is just going to end the way it looks like it's going to end.
Yeah, they definitely owe SKT one. Here we go. There's actually going to be some nice bungles here. Might actually force out the recall.
Yeah, the Mothership Core's not with this army.
Oh, big mistake.
Oopsie daisy. Oh no, Transfusion's going down. He's actually going to lose a lot of these expensive warriors. Still, DRG is on 2 mining bases essentially right now, but that's a small victory, Small victory, you know, these things happen. Yeah, big mistake not having the Mothership Core there. I guess it used its energy up. It looked like it was on a phone overcharge at that gold base, so. Yeah, or perhaps a second group of Void Rays recall. I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
I thought it was going with them for the moment, but then he just stopped. Because a huge amount of links came into the gold.
Yeah. Well, this DT not getting too much done. 3 drone kills.
Well, still alive for now. Forced out the only fungal they had. So it's going to remain for a little while longer.
This base is going down for sure. Storm is almost done, by the way. 4 seconds left on that. Base goes down. DRG are really frustrated. You can see it in his face. His team's tournament life is on the line here.
Yeah, this couldn't be going worse. And with Storm, there's just little options left for DRG to fight this kind of army. It's going to come up here and try and deal with the 5th. Might get a cancel on it. They are 2/2 lings.
There goes the cancel. Zealots here now, easily zoning out those lings, though. The cancel, I mean, another small victory. DRG is getting small victories here and there, but he's never able to stabilize with all this harass.
Oh, now the Spire being upgraded to Greater. Looks like it will go down for free. Well, for a lot of Zealots, but essentially free. Oh, wait.
He's keeping it alive for now.
Oh, maybe he's
incredible. He saves it, it looks like.
Somehow, some way. But that cost a lot of fungals and all the transfuse energy.
Yeah, and beyond that, he's just going to do this again. And this entire army is moving down towards his 3rd base. What's left of it, he might even lose his pocket natural. Yeah, he's just going to lose that.
Yep, that's definitely gone.
Is he typing out?
Is it over? He's looking completely defeated at this point, and it's still a scary army, and Classic is making his 5th.
He looked like he considered it, but he's going to stick around in the game a bit longer. His team, again, his life is on the line here. His Fungal's going down here. And the Crumpers are taking the best fight they can hope for. They force the recall, but the ground army is still uncontested. There's nothing but Queens and empty energy infestors on the ground. DRG looks defeated as these expensive infestors start to fall one by one to Zealots. Barely saves them for now, but he still looks like he's lost the game even on his face, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He's in a terrible spot, but it looks like he's not even trying.
Well, there's nothing he can do at this point. The game is essentially over when you're down 2 bases to a Protoss who has a superior tech and bigger army by a lot.
And now he's got Archons, Storm. They haven't even seen these come into play yet.
He's got so much. He's got Immortals with this as well.
Classic's like trying to win this game with Void Rays alone, but he has all these other units that he hasn't even touched yet.
He could literally just move across the map with what he has now and end it at any point. But he wants to make the perfect army. He wants to have a delicious win here. Savor that victory.
All right. That base being remade for DRG right now. There's nothing harassing it at this exact moment. Classic playing with his food here a little bit. I think just wanting DRG to leave the game rather than forcing him to.
Yeah, DRG won't be doing so though. You know, he's going to stay to the end for his team.
DT is coming in here. They're going to target down this Spore Crawler. Then Disaster will strike. Taking every base on the map just to further put prove that he's won this game.
Oh man. Well, here we go. Nice fungal on the Army. Looking for that magical engagement. I don't know if it's going to matter though. Too much Storm.
I think he's. I almost said the class is just going to recall because he doesn't want to win the game.
He could.
This game is very much over, ladies and gentlemen. GG. Classic takes it 3-0.
That means TJ makes it through to the playoffs. Somehow, some way.
And for the first time in Starcraft 2 Pro League history, a team goes undefeated in a round of Pro League.
Such domination from SKT this season, this round.
What a crazy day of matches we had today. That was very, very interesting. And DRG just got dominated. They might say he did not respect the Void Rays.
He did not respect the Void Rays, and he got bopped for it.
Oh man, such a hard loss to take. I look at him and it actually just hurts me to see him in such pain right now.
Yeah.
How nervous he was before he went into the match, his hands shaking.
You really got to have those overlords in place for this kind of Void Ray play, because it's got to come at you. There's no reason for the Protoss not to do it ever, because they'll always have that recall ability. It's always going to come. You got to be ready for it.
Yeah. You don't see it coming, you're going to lose bases. Even with Spore Crawlers, prismatic alignment allows Void Rays to do like the highest single target to armor damage in a beam in the game. So you don't have any answer for that. You're going to lose a hatch. You're going to lose 2 spores in the hatch in seconds to even 4 or 5 Void Rays.
Right.
So if you've got 2 groups of Void Rays, it becomes problematic. We did not even get to see Joxy versus Dream, Dark, Sue, and Classic. 2 Zergs and a Protoss advancing 3-0 over SBENU. We're going to take a look at our final standings in just a moment here for round 3, going into the playoff rounds. What a very,
what an exciting day.
Yeah, we had so many different types of plays. Okay, 7-0 and plus 14 for SKT is how they finished. KT Rolster, 5-2 and plus 9. Jin Air Green Wings with a 4-3 and plus 2. And our 4th team to make it to the playoffs just by 1 point over the other 2 is CJ Entis.
Absolutely ridiculous that they made it through.
It's because of Prime and SKT being such polar opposites here. There's so much parity here in the sense that, like, I can't even believe that we're seeing a top 4 team that has an indicator of -1.
Yeah,
that's
right.
I can't even think of the last time I've ever seen that.
That's how close this round was, man. It was absolutely insane. And I think SKT, the most winningest team, maybe in the history of at least SC2 Pro League. And Prime, I think they might have just won the prize for the most losing team ever.
By the way, the 4 teams that we have in this round of playoffs are the same 4 teams that actually have the highest points currently for our grand finals.
Yeah. Well, these are the 4 best teams for sure. When you look at them on paper, like, it makes sense. And it wouldn't be a playoffs without the CJs, even though they barely scraped in this time.
All right, our winners rankings currently updated here. Stats jumps up to 3rd place with his ace match win. Zest will as well with the win today. And those are basically our only changes on this page. Everything else stays the same. But, man, that was just a really sad finish there. I'm still like a bit reeling from that last game.
Hey, man, you just got pulled apart by one of the best Protossers in the world. He should feel bad, but, DRG, he has been playing some pretty good games. I'm sure he'll bounce back again, but not till next round, that's for sure.